Ladies and gentlemen, this is tonight's co-main event, and it is sponsored by Retirement Solutions Group. RSG understands that your life is one big fight. Sometimes you're rocking it, sometimes you're the one getting rocked. But before you tap out, make sure the ones you love are well prepared financially. Call RSG for a life insurance quote and discussion at no cost to you. Online at rsgusa.net. This one is scheduled for 3 rounds at a 175-pound catchweight. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He holds a professional record of 2 wins, 5 defeats. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in at 178.8 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Trevon the Kid Crawford. Across the cage, his opponent fighting tonight out of the red corner. Tonight, he makes his mixed martial arts professional debut. Ladies and gentlemen, at 5 feet 10 inches tall, he weighed in at 173.2 pounds. Fighting out of St. Joseph, Missouri, Tyson, the Battleship Hicks.
The Battleship versus the Kid. Referee Zach Tybris has the call for this fight. Tyson Hicks in the red tape. Trevon Crawford in the blue tape. Here we go for our co-main event of the evening. Touch of the gloves and into the action. Good shot by Trevon with that right hand. Trevon looking to get this fight to the ground early.
Trevon almost scooped those hips away. Nice takedown defense by Hicks. He's got that underhook. He's using that underhook well. Forces Trevon on the cage here.
Yeah, Trevon with the over-under, trying to make some space. Good foot stomp.
Foot stomp.
Trevon got that body lock now, moving him around. Both of these guys kind of moving. Trevon looking for that trip down.
Trevon going for the trip. He needs to kind of angle his hips a little bit better if he's going to try to go for that trip.
Almost for a head and arm choke.
Hicks has
head and arm throw there, excuse me.
Hicks has a good angle here. He's on the hips. He's got a body lock. He's going to try to drag. Ooh, nice knee there.
Crawford being very calm, though, in the corner here.
Yeah, good takedown defense by Crawford. He's digging for that underhook with his right arm. Kind of almost like a power half kind of move there. Ooh.
Oh, little trading of foot stomps.
Yeah. Hicks doing a good job digging for that underhook with his right arm.
Hicks does look considerably bigger.
Hicks kind of gestured that was a low blow. We're in there.
He's trying to be respectful.
All right, no, they're in there, guys.
Okay.
You guys are fighting. Come on. If the ref doesn't stop it, you shouldn't stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
These guys are being a little too nice to each other in there. Nice inside knee.
No matter how much trash talk was there is a level of respect that we can see out of both of these for their power.
Yeah, absolutely. Now that knee there by Crawford looked like that went to the inside of the thigh. I don't think that
I agree with that.
I don't think that one was low.
If I could get that one on replay, that would be great. Not sure if they can.
He's got a few minutes. He doesn't seem like he actually got hit there. I think he just need a little breather. Now the first one did hit. All right, a lot of respect for these two.
Back into the action. Crawford takes the center. Nice chopping front. Oh!
Oh, nice big leg kicks.
Crawford again
Hicks
looking
did not
to
like
take
that.
down. No, he did not like that at all. You chop out that front leg kick and you take away the entire base of the game.
Absolutely. You know, Crawford needs a circle to his left. Yep, there you go, try to get that body lock. Nice job by Hicks reversing this position, forcing Crawford's back to the cage. You know, Hicks with his right leg, he could hook Crawford's leg and kind of pull him off the cage and get that easy takedown. He throws a knee.
Throws a knee himself there. Another foot stomp. I like the foot stomps the trades tonight.
I don't know if any of those are landing, but
but they sound great.
They sound vicious.
And if they hit, they hurt something fierce.
You know, you could break a toe for sure.
Big knee out of Crawford. Right now, Hicks really isn't doing anything other than just making Crawford carry his weight.
Yeah, he's trying to drag him down there. I'd like to see, ooh, nice ankle pick there.
Hicks steps over into full mount.
Into full mount.
This is a tough position for Crawford.
This is a real tough position. Now, it is in his favor that he's sitting on his butt and his back is directly against the cage here. You know, he's able to control that space, but Hicks, as you see here, is trying to create some space here. He wants to pull Trevon off the cage. He's got to be careful. Trevon's going to give up his back.
Oh, Trevon needs some shots, but he gets to stand up. Big takedown from Crawford there. Big uppercut
from Crawford. Ooh.
Huge hands from Crawford.
Oh, big uppercut from Crawford. He's just brawling now.
Crawford going to try to pull that leg in here.
He's going to try to pull that leg. He's got to watch his neck.
But again, like I said, on a week's notice, this is still a very good Trevon Crawford.
This is a very competitive fight. I mean, if Trevon can get that leg up, he can kind of run the pipe here and try to get that takedown. Good defense here by Hicks, though. I like to see Hicks, he's digging for that underhook. He could also push Trevon's head down.
Smart move there, though, to try to hook that leg as they're right in front of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crawford would almost do better to break away and try to throw the punch.
Yeah, he would probably do better here, again, create some distance and start, throwing some shots. He was finding some success there when he was letting his hands go. Nice inside. I mean, that
was right in front of us. I don't know if that was a shot or not.
I mean, that looked like it was to the inside of the thigh.
That would look like the inside of the thigh to me, too.
I hope he doesn't lose a point. Trevon's not happy. He's arguing with the ref.
At all. Well, I mean, from our spot, it didn't look like it, and he comes back pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like he actually took a shot there. Oh, nice leg kick, though. Let's see, Trevon, I would like to see him maybe, keep the distance and, keep landing those leg shots.
10 seconds in this first round.
Great job by Hicks, though, closing the distance. He's not allowing Trevon. Ooh, nice knees there. That's it. Ooh, knee there a little bit after the bell. That's a very even match there.
That is a very competitive first round.
Yeah, I don't really know who to give that round to be honest with you.
I would almost give it to Hicks on cage control as far as he kept him on the cage. But the thing is that Crawford was able to reverse every time.
Yeah, and
there was the takedown, which could have been the deciding factor in this one for Hicks.
That could definitely be the deciding factor. Hicks was able to get that takedown, but then, Trevon did almost reverse that takedown as well. So there's a lot of good back and forth action there. I think these guys are a little bit more evenly matched than Hicks was.
I think this is absolutely something Hicks didn't expect.
Right.
Because every time that Crawford hits that front leg kick, it looks like, number one, it looks like it hurts Hicks. You can see it in his face. And number two, it looks like he doesn't expect it coming.
Right, and I'm not sure, how much experience he has with really checking kicks, but he doesn't even really seem to attempt to check the kick. He kind of eats a couple kicks, and then he's like, oh, I don't like this. I'm going to close the space.
Crawford, a veteran, 56 minutes in the cage total time for his fight career.
Going right after
now
those legs.
He's starting to see him.
Immediately right on the legs. Crawford, good head movement there. Nice little inside leg kick check by Crawford.
Yeah, Crawford is doing a good job of feinting the kicks.
I think Crawford's a little bit more comfortable actually on the feet, picking the shots. Hicks is doing a good job though, staying active. He's not just standing still.
But you could, big right hand from Crawford.
Big right hand by Crawford. He's really unloading there.
The thing is Crawford gets the better of the exchanges, but when it gets against the cage.
Oh, big elbows.
Big elbows here from Hicks. Hicks is able to use his size to control.
Yeah, I'm a little confused as to why Crawford really kind of pushed for that takedown here. He seems to be getting the better of the exchanges. So
yeah, he would almost do better to break away and fire.
Yeah. He's got both hands locked up here, though, going for that takedown. Hicks is doing a good job defending.
Yeah, Crawford is winning the exchange battle. The battle of the punches.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, I don't know if maybe it's not trusting his cardio, so he wants to get this takedown and not stand on the feet and
that
trade.
one hurt. That made him pull. That made Hicks pull his feet up. Now, Hicks trying to lay on him, using that weight.
Hicks is sprawling hard. He's got that front headlock.
Nice move by Hicks.
Tried to spin around. Crawford grabbed the leg.
What do you got to do to get out of this position?
So for Crawford, he's actually not in a terrible position here. He can kind of tripod up and circle to his left and kind of wrestle up and maybe knee tap and get the reversal here. But as you can see, he let go of the leg here. Nice shots by Hicks. He's doing a great job controlling here.
He's got to be careful or he's going to give up his back. Decides to roll for guard instead. Ends up in half guard.
Nice shot by Hicks. Yeah, he's in half guard here. And, you know, again, this is a pro fight here, so we have elbows.
Right there, we saw a big elbow.
You know, Crawford's just trying to control the posture here. I'd like to see him, you know, get the underhook with his left arm. You know, start getting to that right hip and trying to work to his feet.
Hicks is doing a great job, though, covering the mouth, then landing those shots.
Yep,
cuts off the breathing.
Yeah, absolutely. He's obstructing the breathing there, landing some shots to the body. Hicks is doing a good job. He's in control here.
But now Crawford he's fighting the hands.
Blocking the mouth again, short little elbow there. So we got 2 minutes here.
And correct me if I'm wrong here, but if Crawford could try to sit up on a hip like he's now starting to do.
Yeah, he wants to get to that hip. As you see, he's on his right hip now, but what he needs to do is get the underhook with his left arm. You see he's kind of cross body there. He can't actually get to his feet if he doesn't get this underhook here.
And the problem is that Hicks is so much bigger.
He's just smothering him.
He's smothering him out here. These little rabbit shots aren't doing a lot of damage, but they add up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just little short shots to the body.
Big step over into mount.
Still have a minute and a half. We have a lot of time left in this round.
Big elbow there out of Hicks.
Yeah, great job by Hicks, just staying patient. He's picking his shots here.
Yeah, Hicks is now going to try to posture up some. Crawford's going to try to hold on to those hands.
Yeah, Crawford's just going to try to keep the space, you know, tight. He doesn't want to allow any sort of separation from Hicks. I mean, Hicks wants to separate and land some big shots.
1 minute remaining in the round.
Crawford down to a minute. He's got that leg locked over here, trying to get what they call the oompa to move over.
Yeah, he's trying to create some sort of, you know, just scramble situation for himself so he can get out of this mounted position. But Hicks, heavy hips.
Hicks is just smothering him here.
Yeah.
Keeping that heavy pressure on him.
You know, this is a dominant position. There's no need for Hicks to get careless or, you know, and lose this. He's got 30 seconds here.
Yeah, 30 seconds remaining here in the second round of this 3-round contest. Jeremy Johnson along tonight with Adam Meredith live for Shamrock FC 338 from Ameristar Casino in Kansas City. Our co-main event here. Tyson Hicks on top, Trevon Crawford on the bottom. 10 seconds. Crawford trying to survive. We will see a third round.
Definitely give that round to Hicks.
Yeah.
100% he was in control. He could very well be up 2-0 It could be 1 round to 1 round. So I think if you're cautious, I'd probably would say we're even as a corner.
If I was a corner, I would be telling them they were even going into this fight too.
Yeah, we're even. You got to come and pull it out.
Yeah.
You know, you still have the opportunity to win this fight, but it comes down to this third round.
Yeah, you don't want to rest on your laurels, especially since there isn't open scoring here in the state of Missouri. Now, neighboring Kansas, they do open scoring where you get to see what the judges voted each round.
That'd be very helpful going into this third round.
Absolutely, it would. But it's not something that's been adopted all over yet. It's actually just being tested out in a few states. So both of these fighters look fresh, though.
Yeah, neither of them seem, you know, exhausted or, you know, not able to perform right now. I mean, they both seem a little fresh, ready to go.
Third and final round of our main event of the evening.
All right, let's see how these guys do. in this third round, if I'm Trevon, you know, I'm going to try to keep
Stay away.
Stay
on the outside.
Keep your distance and throw some shots.
Because Hicks does not like getting hit.
No, Hicks is definitely he's not as comfortable on his feet. You can tell, you know, Hicks or Crawford is the more comfortable of the two. But Hicks is doing a good job right here controlling the cage, digging for the underhook. He's got good head position here. He's lost his head position. Ooh, ate a knee there, but got the takedown.
Big takedown there out of Hicks.
Right in the mount.
This is not what Crawford wanted this early in this round.
Yeah, you know, Crawford threw that knee to the body and gave up the takedown as a result.
And this is a tough position to be in. You're up against the cage, and he's in your opponent's in mount.
And you got 4 minutes.
And Hicks has got to do something with it. He was able to rain down punches at the end of round 2. Crawford here is now trying to hold on.
Yeah, I mean, you see Trevon just trying to hold on and you know, keep the distance tight. You know, not allow Hicks to separate and land any shots. He's just trying to hold him, but you know, he needs to move and try to get to his feet. You know, Hicks is doing a good job. Great pressure. I'd like to see him maybe, you know, work a little bit more to you know, extend and create some distance and, you know, land some shots. He seems to be very comfortable here, just kind of laying chest to chest, landing these short shots. You're not going to finish a fight or do anything with that necessarily. You will win. But, you know, it's not like...
Little short elbow there.
Yeah, it's not like Trevon is just going to let him, you know, separate. Nice job there by Hicks. You see he trying to kind of scoops.
Take away the cage position.
Yeah, kind of scoops those hips away.
Yeah, that way would stop Crawford from walking up the cage to try to reverse this position. And this is just, it's just very good technique of being heavy.
Yeah, he's just grinding him out right now. Grinding him out. Not a ton of damage, but, you know, he's definitely ahead on the scorecards. You know, he is landing shots. There it is.
Halfway through the third and final round of our co-main event here at Ameristar Casino in Kansas City, Missouri. Jeremy Johnson along with Adam Meredith for Shamrock FC 338. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Shamrock_FC. Hit up all of our social medias, and for all information,
2 minutes remaining in the round.
ShamrockFC.com. Here, Crawford trying to get his feet on the wall and try to cage walk up.
Yeah, he put his right hand on Hicks' hip, and then, you know, Hicks landed some really big shots as a result. You know, it's one of those situations when you're in this position, you kind of have to open yourself up to taking some damage to progress and get out of this. You know, if you want to try to elbow escape or oompa, you know, if you want to get out of this mounted position, you're going to have to kind of leave yourself exposed a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that it was the hands of Crawford that led Hicks to not want to do that. He wants to just sit here and smother him.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's happy as a clam here.
Right.
He can just sit here all day and you know, just pick his shots and land some short shots and continue to win on the scorecards.
Yeah, this type of fight is not what the fans want to see, but it is winning.
Remaining.
We're down to 1 minute remaining here in the third and final round.
Hicks, he started to try to isolate an arm there, like
Kansas City, let him hear ya.
Like a Kimura or an Americana. Oh, maybe going for an arm triangle
now
there.
Looking for an arm triangle.
He's looking for the finish.
Yeah, he's trying. Hicks, though, doing a great job of just keeping it heavy.
Yeah.
Using that pressure.
Yeah, the nice shots there by Hicks. You know, the way Crawford has that arm, Hicks can kind of go for a high mount and maybe go for an arm bar if he absolutely really wanted to do that. But, I mean, there's no need if you're in such a dominant position already. Imagine we're here.
15 seconds remaining.
Got that 10-second clacker. Ooh, big elbow.
Huge elbow there out of Tyson Hicks. Our co-main event goes all 3 rounds.
Quite the fight there. Quite the fight. Very dominating performance by Tyson Hicks. You know, Crawford got the better of the stand-up. He landed some big shots, some great leg kicks, but he wasn't able to control the ground game.
What a co-main event here in Kansas City, Missouri tonight. We still have one more to go as Chris Petty takes on Garrett Wells in our main event. Let's send this one up to Joe Parisi to see how the judges saw it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for your official decision. The judges at Cage Guide have scored this contest 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Tyson the Battleship Hicks.
A big win for Tyson Hicks here in his professional debut.